Good afternoon, students. Welcome to my lecture. Today I am going to discuss about functions. This is your fifth unit. In this unit, you are going to learn about introduction to functions, how functions will work, different types of functions, interfunction communication, parameter passing methods, passing array to the functions, and recursion. These are the topics in functions. Now, before going right into the topic, let me discuss about important characteristic of C language. One of the important characteristic of C language is modular programming. See, if you want to solve the large problem, you cannot directly solve. So it will be difficult if you solve directly. If the large problem is divided into small problems, and those small problems you can solve individually, so that it will be easy for you to solve the small problems. Again, I'm repeating, you cannot solve large problem directly. So to make it easy, you can divide the large problem into small problems, or small problems, and you can solve those small problems individually. You will get some solutions for individual sub problems. Now you can join all the solutions of the sub problem to get the solution for large problem. This is the divide and conquer technique. This modular programming this modular programming will follow this divide and conquer technique. It is nothing but programming is nothing but breaking down the large problem into small sub problems. These sub problems are nothing but subroutines or procedures or functions in programming language. See, in programming, in computer, if you want to solve a problem, you have to write the program. So in this in program, you will use some subroutines. Instead of writing the large program, you will write some subroutines, small programs or functions. Those are called functions. This is modular programming. Now, why modular programming? Let us see what is the use of modular programming. Helps to reduce complexity of the problem. That means if you are writing the if there is a problem, if you want to solve this problem in computer, you have to write the program, C program. Example, C program. See, if you write the large program in main function, all the statements in main function, it becomes it will be very complex to read or to test or debug. Debug is nothing but finding errors and rectifying the errors. It will be very difficult. So if you write the problem in subroutines or functions, if you write the program in subroutines, or it is also called as functions, it is nothing but it contains some piece of code. If you write in this way, it will be very easy to read, so that complexity of the program will be decreased. Rather than writing all the statements in your main function, you can write these some specified tasks in subroutines or functions. This is the use of one of the use of modular programming or writing functions. Functions are nothing but some small piece of code. So this helps to reduce the complexity of the program. Next, if you write in smaller blocks or nothing but subroutines or functions, it will be very easy to read, and it will be very easy to test and debug. Debugging means finding the errors and rectifying the errors. So it will be very easy for you. And also it encourages to reuse of code. Reuse of code means, see, for example, in main function, there are for example, if there are 2-3 steps are repeating somewhere in your program, in main program, if 2-3 steps are repeating, you can keep, or you can put the put those steps in the function because they are repeating, right? So you can put those repeated steps or instructions in a functions. So instead of writing the repeated steps, you can use the functions so that the size of the code also will be reduced, so that you can reuse the code whenever required. Okay, if you are using functions, whenever you want to use those statements, instead of writing those repeated statements in your main function, you can use these functions so that size of the code will be decreased, and also you can reuse the code whenever you want. Now next one, reduces program development time and cost. See, as I said, you can reuse the code. You can once a function written in a program, you can reuse that function in another program also. Again, I am repeating. A function written in a program can be reused in another program also by specifying by using some header files using hash include. You can use that functions in another program also. This reduces the development time and cost also. Next, provides a layer of abstraction. Abstraction means providing only necessary ones and hiding the implementation details. For example, see, in previous class I have discussed about some predefined functions like malloc, right? You are using that function only. Malloc is nothing but it is a function which is used for dynamic memory allocation. You are using that function only. You don't know how that function is implemented or what is the code present inside the function. You are using only the malloc function only. This is called abstraction, referring only to the necessary details and hiding the implementation details like code inside the function. This is called abstraction. This is the use of function or modular programming. See, first advantage is it helps to reduce complexity of the program. Second advantage is smaller blocks of code. It will be easier to read, it will be easy to test and debug means finding the errors and rectifying the errors. Instead of writing the large code in your main function, you can use some subprograms or some functions which will perform some specific task. Each function will perform some specific task. You can use those functions whenever you need. Instead of writing repeated steps, you can put those steps in the functions and you can use the functions whenever you need. So you can reuse the code and this reduces the size of the code. Next advantage, it reduces program development time and cost. That means you can reuse the code in another program also. And abstraction means providing necessary details and hiding the implementation details. Example, I had discussed in previous class some predefined function like malloc, cloc, free. There are other functions also, I will discuss it. These are the advantages of modular programming. Let us see what is function. Already I have said large program is divided into small subprograms. Those subprograms are nothing but functions. That functions will contain some piece of code. That means some set of instructions which will perform some particular task. See the definition in the presentation. Function is nothing but some group of statements or some set of instructions that will perform a particular task. A program may contain many functions. Okay, each function will carry some task or it will perform some task. Inside the function there will be some set of instructions or group of statements. This is called a function. Once again, see the definitions in the presentation. You will understand what is a function. Next, See here, every C program will have at least one function which is main function. You know that without main function you cannot write the C program. We have already used some functions, like see here some functions. Already have used a main function, right? Next, a printf function which is used for printing purpose. It is a standard output function. Already you have seen printf function and you have used a printf function many times in your program. And next, scanf function. And scanf function is used for reading purpose. Scanf function is used for reading purpose. It is a standard input function. So see here, you are using only printf function and the code present inside the function is not, it is hidden. Okay, if you want to use these functions in your program, you have to include stdio.h as include stdio.h. Next, see the another functions, sqrt. Sqrt function is used for finding square root. Next, see here pow function. It is used for finding the power. That means like x square, if you want to find out that, like that power function, it is used for pow function. See, you just use these functions, right? All the implementation details, like each function, already I said function is nothing but it contains some set of instructions. Here see, you are using only these functions. The set of instructions present inside the functions are hidden. If you want to use these functions, you must include math.h header file. See here, pow function or square root function, if you want to use these functions, you must include header file called math.h. Next, see the other functions. malloc, already I have discussed about malloc. It is used for dynamic memory allocation. And free function, see here, free function is used for deallocating the memory. So if you want to use these two functions, you need to include stdlib.h header file. So these are the some of the functions you have known. See here again, function is nothing but it is a set of instructions which perform some particular task. Remember, function will contain some set of instructions or some group of statements which will perform a particular task. Next, see here. Every function in C must have three things: function declaration, function definition, and function call. This is very important. See here. See the presentation. If you want to use function in your program, first you must declare function. First you must declare the function. It's nothing but function declaration. Next, function definition and function call. Let us see that. Function declaration, as I said, if you want to use function in your program, you want to declare the function first. What is function declaration? It tells compiler about what is the function name, what are the return type, and what are the parameters. See here, parameters are nothing but information passed to a function. Again, I am repeating, parameters are nothing but information passed to a function. Already I have said you must declare a function if you are using a function in your program. This declaration tells compiler what is the function name. The compiler must know what is the function name you are using, right? What are the return types and what are the parameters you are using in the function. Parameters are information passed to a function. See, where to declare this function? You can declare the function before main. Remember, you must declare the function before main function. How to declare a function? See here. Return type, space, function name, open bracket, parameter list, closed bracket. See here, open bracket and closed bracket in function is called parenthesis. Open bracket and closed bracket in function is called parenthesis. Inside this parenthesis, you must pass parameter list. Parameters are nothing but information. You must pass some information. See here, return type. See, function, every function will return some value. Okay, every function will return some value. If a function is returning, see the example here, int space addition, ఇది here function name is addition. Next, parameter list. Here if you want to add two numbers, see, if you want to add two numbers, you want to declare two variables, right? So here in declaration you must specify data type of that two variables. What is the data type? You are adding two integers. Okay, what is the data type for that two integers? Int comma int. And this addition function is performing addition operation, and this function is returning some value. After adding, this function is returning result. What is the type of result? If you add two integers, int plus integer, integer value plus integer value, what is the result? Result will be in integer, right? You are adding two integer values, so result will be in integer. So this function is returning integer value. So here I have specified return type as int. Return type is nothing but the data type or type the function is returning. What is the data type value the function is returning? Here addition function is returning the result. The result will be in integer, because you are adding two integers, right? So the result will be integer. So this function is returning integer value. So here I have specified int space function name is addition. Here you are performing operations on two integers, so you must specify here data type of that two integers. Remember, in function declaration you must specify data type of the information you are passing. Okay, this is the example. See here again, see the declaration. If you want to use addition function in your program, first you must declare the function. How to declare the function? Once see syntax and example in this presentation. Return type space function name parameter list. Parameters are nothing but information passed to a function. In function declaration, remember, you should in parameter list you must specify only data types of the information you are passing. Okay, see, if a function is not returning any value, remember, if a function is not returning any value, in the place of return type, here in the place of int, you must specify void. Void means void. Void means the function is returning nothing. If a function is returning integer value, you must specify int space function name. If a function is returning float value, you must specify float in the place of return type. If a function is returning character, you must specify char. If a function is returning double value, you must specify double, okay, in the place of return type. If a function is not returning any value, then you must specify void, void. Okay, next, function definition. Function definition is nothing but writing some piece of code for that function, or writing some set of instruction. Already I have said function will contain some set of instructions. So defining a function means you must write some set of instructions that will perform some particular task. See the syntax. How to write? Return type space function name parameter list. Parameter list is the, excuse me, parameter list is the information passed to the function. Return type means if a function is returning some value, you must specify the data type of the value. Next, open curly brace. Inside open curly brace, inside you need to write some instruction. Defining a function means writing some code or writing some statements inside the function. After writing the function statements, you must close the function. This is called body of the function. These statements inside the function is called body of the function. Let us see the example. See the function definition. Already I have said function definition means writing some code. See here, int. See here, first in here return type is int. That means this function is returning some value. Function name is addition, which will perform addition. Now here you must specify some information. See, if you want to add two numbers, you need to take two variables. Int space a is of type integer, so you must specify int space a comma int space b. Next, open curly brace, return a plus b. Here a plus b addition operation is performed and this value will be returned. So return type is int here. Now see here, what is the function declaration of this function definition? See here, if you want to use addition function in your program, first you must declare this function. Before main, you must declare. How to declare? See, what is the return type of this function? This function is returning some value, right? That means it is returning result of this addition. So what is the type, data type of this value? Result value, integer plus integer is nothing but integer. So return type is int space. See here, the function name is addition, right? So addition. Next, parenthesis. Inside parenthesis, you must not specify variable names. You must specify only data types of the variables you are using. What is the data? Here you are using only two variables, right? A and B. So what are the data types of A and B? Int. So int space int. Okay. See, if you specified only one int, compiler will generate error. See the parameter list. Here it contains two variables, right? So in definition also there must be two variables. Okay, it must match, these data types must match to the definition also. For example, if you are specifying int comma float, here compiler will generate error because first variable is of int and here second variable is also is of type int. See the function definition, int. So you must specify int comma int in function declaration. If you specified int comma float, it is not matched to the second argument or second parameter, so compiler will generate errors. Remember that function name must match. In function declaration and function definition, function name must match and return type also must be matched, and number of arguments or number of parameters. Here number of parameters are 2, a and b, right? Int a, int b. Parameters are 2. So in function declaration, you must specify two data types. It must match. Number of arguments or number of parameters must be matched. If it is not matched, compiler will generate error. Remember that if you are using function, you must declare that function. Again, once see the example in the presentation, you will understand. Okay, next, function call. See, you have declared the function and you have written the function definition. Now you must execute this function, or this set of statements inside the function must be executed. If you want to execute this function, you must call the function in your main program. Okay, you must call the function if you want to execute the set of statements inside the function. You must call the function inside main function. How to call the function? See, if a function is not returning any value, remember, if a function is not returning any value, simply specify function name and parameter list. Next, see other syntax. If a function is returning some value, you must specify some variable to store that returned value. Function is returning some value, right? So there must be a variable to store that returned value. So a function will return a value. That returned value will be stored in a specified variable. So variable equal to function name parameter list. Remember these two syntaxes. To call a function, simply specify function name and parameters. If a function is returning a value, simply specify variable equal to function name parameter. See the example. See here. Here in function call, you should specify only variables. Don't specify data type of variables. What is the data type of variable? A and B, int, right? So no need to specify data types of variables. Simply pass variables. See here. This addition function is returning some value, right? So you must specify some variable which is used to store the returned value. C equal to addition parenthesis. See here, open bracket, closed bracket is called parenthesis. In this parenthesis you must you must pass the parameters. Here parameters are nothing but variables. See, don't get confused. See here, in function declaration, you must specify only data types of the parameters. Here there are only two parameters or two arguments, nothing but A and B. Here you must specify data types of that parameters in this function declaration. Next, in function definition, you must specify the data type of the variable also. Int space A comma int space B. If you want to execute these functions inside the these statements inside the function, you must call the function in main program. Simply specify C variable equal to addition. In parentheses, specify only variables. No need to specify data types. Remember these differences. See here, if there is a variable before the function, see here, if there is a variable before the function, that means this function is returning some value. Okay. If function is not returning any value, simply specify function name parameters. Now, type of the functions. There are two types of functions: predefined function and user defined functions. There are two types of functions. This function topic is important. Please listen carefully. There are two types of functions. First one is predefined function. Second one is user defined function. Let us see predefined function. Predefined functions are nothing but the functions already defined in the header files. See, in your program, you are using stdio.h, right? Ash include stdio.h. You are using, right? Why you are using this ash include stdio.h in your program? Because in your program, you are using some functions like scanf, printf. These functions declarations or these function definitions are present inside stdio.h header file. So you are using that header file. These functions are nothing but predefined, already defined in these header files. Okay. Scanf, you know already, scanf and printf. CLOC, already I have discussed dynamic memory allocation, CLOC, MLOC, POW, already strlen also I have discussed this. Strlen is used for finding length of the string. So these are some of the predefined functions. Okay, predefined functions are nothing but name itself. It is saying that it predefined. That means already defined in some header files. You no need to write the code. You can directly use these functions. Here note, see here, predefined functions are also called as library functions or standard functions. Remember this, predefined functions are also called as library functions or standard functions in C. Now, next type, user defined function. This name itself specifying that user will define function. That means you have to write code for these functions. Already I have said function is nothing but it is a piece of code which contains some set of statements. User defined function means you have to write some piece of code or set of instructions. So if you want to use the function, or if you want to use the function, first you have to declare the function. Next you must define the function. Defining is nothing but writing some piece of code, implementing the function, or writing some set of instructions inside the function. Next, function call. Function call means if you want to execute the function, or yes, if you want to execute the function, first you must call the function. At that time only function will be executed. Let us see that. Declaring user defined function. How to declare the function? Same as I said earlier function declaration, same. See here, syntax: return type space function name parameter list. See the example here. Here, see here, return type is int. That means this addition function is returning some value. That value data type is int. If you want to use a function, first you must, excuse me, first you must declare it. Return type space function name inside parentheses. Here open bracket close bracket is called parentheses. You must specify the data types of the variables you are passing inside the function. Here what is the data type? Here you are passing two integer variables, right? So you must specify two int comma int. Remember, in declaration you should not specify variables. You must specify data types of the variables separated by comma. See, this function declaration also called as function prototype. Function prototype is nothing but function declaration. Next, definition of user defined function. Similarly, as I said earlier, see here, same syntax. Return type space function name parameter declaration. Next, body of the function nothing but set of statements or set of instructions. See the example here. Int space addition inside parentheses. See here, in function definition you must declare variables with it data type int space a comma int space b. Next, return in bracket a plus b. That means addition operation will be performed and the result will be returned. The result data type is int. So here I have specified int. Okay, see the definition once again. See the example here. Remember, please remember the differences in function declaration. No need to specify variables. Simply specify the data types of the variables. In function definition, you must specify data type and variables also. Remember, if a function is not returning any value, in the place of int, here, see here. First, in the place of int, you must specify void void. See the return type, first one. In the place of int, you must specify void void. If a function is not returning any value, here a function is returning value, right? So I have specified int because the data type of the value is int. Next, calling functions, same, similarly as I said earlier, same. See here, syntax. How to call the function? Why you want to call the function? Because if you want to execute, see here, inside function there are some statement, right? Only one statement. If you want to execute this statement, you must call the function. This function must be specified inside main. Remember, this function must be specified inside main. Syntax here, how to call a function. A function is not returning a value, simply specify function name inside parameters, variables. Simply specify function name and variables. If a function is returning value, then you must specify a variable which is used to store the returned value. Variable equal to function name parameters. Here in parameters, simply you must pass variables. No need to pass data types also. Simply specify two variables. You must pass two variables, a comma b. Once again, see the syntaxes. Remember, this function declaration, you must declare a function before main, not inside main. Before main, you must declare the function. See here, definition of the function you must define after main. You must define after main. If you defined before main, see, remember, if you are defining a function, that means you are writing code for this function. If you are writing code the function after main, you must declare it. If you are writing before main, if you are defining a function before main, no need function declaration. Remember, if you are defining a function after main function, you have to write this function declaration, right? See this, you must declare the function. If you are writing this code, or if you are writing this function definition before main, no need to declare function, no need to write in this way, no need to declare it. Remember, always function must be declared before main only. Remember, function must be called inside main function. Inside main, you must call the function. Let us see the working of functions, how functions will work. This is very important. See here. Already I have said, see here. This is a function name itself. Parenthesis, I didn't pass any information. There is no information passed. Here dots represents there are some statements inside the function. Here dot represents some statements are there inside the function. Here, see here, this function is defined before main. Remember, if a function is defining before main, no need to use function declaration. Okay, see here, I have defined the function before main, so I didn't use the function declaration. Now, next, inside main, int main, there are some statements. Now here, see here, this function is not returning any value. See, void means this function is not returning value. So, if function is not returning value, simply use function name and parenthesis. Here, function, we are not passing any parameters to this function. So, this parenthesis inside it is empty. I am not passing any variables. See in main function, remember that execution starts from main function only. Execution starts from main function. Control comes to inside main function. Inside main function, first statement will be executed. Next, control goes to second statement. Second statement will be executed. Next, see here, control comes to this function call. Simply, if you want to call a function, simply specify function name and parenthesis. Inside parenthesis, if you are passing information, here variables must be passed. Here I am not passing any information. Now, when this function name and parenthesis is encountered, the control goes to this function definition. See the arrow mark. After executing first statement and second statement inside the function, now control comes to the third statement is nothing but function call. Simply specify function name. Now control goes to its function definition. What is the function definition? See here, before main. See here, control goes to this function definition and all the statement inside the function will be executed. After all these statements are executed, control comes to the next statement of this function call. See here, there are some dots, nothing but some statements. So control directly comes to the next statement after function call, and next statement after function call will be executed. This is the working of the function. Always remember, execution starts from main function. Control comes to the first statement and first statement will be executed. Next control goes to the second statement. Next control goes to the function name. See here, function call. Here you are calling a function. Now control jumps to the function definition. Remember, control goes to the function code. Function code is nothing but function definition. All the statements inside the function will be executed and control comes back to the next statement of function call will be executed. This is the working of the function. Let us see an example. C program to add two numbers. See here, C program to add two integer numbers using functions. You have to write a code for adding two integer numbers. See here, I am using addition function, right? If you are using some function, first remember you must declare a function. You must declare a function. How to declare a function? See here, how to declare a function. First you must specify return type. This function is returning some value, right? Addition function is returning some result. After adding, it is returning some result. That result value data type is int. So you must specify int space addition. Function name is addition. In parenthesis, parenthesis is nothing but open bracket and close bracket. Open bracket and closed bracket together called parenthesis. Inside parenthesis, you must specify data types only. Here, to add two numbers, you want two variables, right? So what are the data types of two variables? Integers. You are adding two integers. So int space int semicolon. You must specify semicolon. This is the function declaration. Next, void main or int main. You can specify void main or int main. Now see here. You are adding two variables, right? And to store the result, there must be another variable. So here I had taken a comma b comma c. C contains result. Now printf enter two numbers. Already you know that printf statement will print the string inside double quotes. Inside double quotes there is a statement, enter any two numbers. Enter any two numbers will be printed onto the screen. Next, scanf. Scanf is for reading purpose. See here, you must enter two values. See here, I have specified percentage d. That means you must enter two integer values. Percentage d is for integer. Remember, percentage d is for integer. Percentage f is for float. Percentage lf is for double. Percentage c is for character. Here I am using integers. So I have specified percentage d. Here you have to enter two values, integer values. So you must specify two percentage d, double quotes, comma. After comma, you must specify variable names where the values must be stored. Value must be stored in variable a, right? First value must be stored in variable a. So ampersand a. Ampersand represents address. In that address, value will be stored. You must enter the two values. Next value will be stored in b. Next, you must perform addition. See here, this function is returning some value, right? If a function is returning some value, you must specify variable. C equal to addition in parenthesis in function call. Remember, in parenthesis you must pass only variable names. See the function declaration. You must see the first statement, function declaration. You must specify the data types of variables you are passing. In function call C equal to addition of a comma b. Always remember, function call must be inside main. Remember, function declaration must be before main. See here, before main function I have declared the function. Remember, the function name in declaration must match to the function call and it must match to the function definition also. if didn't match, see here, function name, if it didn't match in function declaration or function call or function definition, compiler will generate error. So function name must be same. C equal to addition of a comma b. See here, after executing printf statement, scanf statement, control comes to the third statement, C equal to addition parentheses. That means here it function is calling. Now control goes to the function definition. See here, you must write a function definition after main. See here, main is closed, right? Main is opened and main is closed. After main function, you must write the function definition. You can write this function definition before main also. If you are writing this function definition before main, no need to declare the function. See here, if you are writing a function definition before main, no need to declare the function. See here, I am writing addition function after main. See here, main is closed, main is opened, open flower brace and close flower brace. After main, I am defining a function, so you must declare the function. See here, here after executing third statement, see here, C equal to addition of a comma b, control jumps to the function definition. Now return x comma y. See here, see, a value will be copied to x, x contain a value. Now b value will be copied to y, y contain b value. So x value plus y value, it is nothing but a value and b value. Just a value is copied to x, x variable contains a value, b value is copied to y, that means y variable contains b value. Now x plus y, these values are added and returned. Here return space x comma y, right? Here addition is performed and result is returned. Now see here, now result is returned, so result is stored in variable C. Now control goes to the next statement after function call. What is the next statement? See, after executing this, control directly goes to the next statement, printf, the result is %d. So see here, result is present in C, right? C variable contain result, because this addition function returned some value, right? After adding, this function returned some value. That returned value will be stored in variable C. So printf function will be executed. After executing this function, control goes to the next statement is printf, the result is %d. In the place of %d, here you have specified variable C, right? After double quotes closed comma, you have to specify variable. So the value inside the C will be displayed in the place of %d. So on the screen, the result value will be displayed. Okay, in this way you have to write the program using functions. Again, once again, see the example program. You will understand. See step by step. First you must declare function declaration. Next, inside main function you have to write the code. So you must call the function inside main itself. After main function, you have to define the function. Defining function is nothing but writing the function code. Okay. Now, different ways to make a function call. In how many ways a function can be called? From a main function, a function can be called. See here, from a main function, you are calling the function. See here, C equal to addition of a comma b. That means you are calling a function. Here, when control encounter this statement, control directly transfers to its code function definition. So you can call first. How many ways you can call a function? First way is from main function. See here, from main function you can call a function. Next, from another user defined function you can call a function. See here, inside main function, here I am calling function 1 parenthesis. See here I didn't specify any variable equal to function name. I didn't specify it because this function is not returning any value. So no need, if a function is not returning any value, no need to specify variable before function, just to specify function name. That means this function is not returning any value. When this function control comes to this function 1 parenthesis, control jumps to its function definition. See here, see this blue arrow mark. Control directly jumps to its function definition. See here, void space function 1 parenthesis. Here I am not passing any values. Inside parenthesis, open bracket and closed bracket, I am not specifying any values. Here void means function is not returning any value. See here, inside function 1 there is another function, function 2. Here control goes to the function 2 definition. See here, inside another function, again you are calling another function. See the blue mark. Again, now control goes to the function 2 statement. After executing all the statements of function 2, control goes to the, see here, see the green arrow mark. Function goes to the next statement after function 2. See here, control is going to the function 1 definition. Now control will execute, control goes to the next statement after function 2. So after executing all the statements in function 1, now control goes to the next statement after function 1 in main function. This is very important. See the how these functions are working. See this arrow marks, you will understand. Once again, see these arrow marks, you will understand the working of the functions. Now, from the same function, see here, void main, inside main function, you are calling a function, see function 1. Now, control goes to the function 1. See here, control goes to the function 1 definition. Inside function 1 definition, see here, again you are calling function 1 only. That means control goes to the again function 1. Again control executes this function 1. Again control goes to the function 1. If you are calling, remember, if you are calling same function inside that function, inside function 1, again you are calling the same function 1, right? So this is called recursion. Recursion means calling this function inside the same function. It is called recursion. Calling itself or calling the function itself, it is called recursion. So in 3 ways you can call the function. From main function you can call the function. See the example, addition function. Inside main you are calling function, right? From another function you can call another function. See, in function 1 you are calling another function, function 2. In this way you can call a function from another function. Next, you can call a function itself. See here, function 1 is calling again function 1 only. That means control goes to again function 1. So in this way you can call the function. There are 3 ways. Next, important terms. Remember these important terms. Here I will use all these terms frequently. So you must remember all these terms. Function prototype is nothing but function declaration. Before using the function, you must declare a function. See here. See here. I am using addition function. Before using this function, I have declared here function. See here. Before main, you have to declare a function. Remember, before main, you have to declare a function. This is called function declaration, or you can call this as function prototype. Next, calling function and called function. Remember this, what is calling function, what is called function, because frequently I will use calling function and called function terms. You have to understand it. See here, Calling function means the function which is inside the main program, sorry, main function. Inside main function you are calling a function, right? See here, c equal to addition in parenthesis a comma b, you are calling this function. This is called calling function, a function which is present inside main. Inside main, see here, inside main, this is called function call. It is nothing but calling function. See here, what is called function? Called function is nothing but function definition which contains some set of instructions or set of statements. See here, after main you have defined the function, right? See, addition function, this function contains some, this addition function contains some instructions or statements, so this function is called function. Again, see, what is calling function and what is called function. The function inside main, you are calling some function, this is called calling function. And function definition which is present after main, see here, main is closed, see here, void main, open curly brace, all these statements are present inside main and main is closed. After main is closed, you have to write the definition for function. Definition is nothing but you have to write some set of instructions. This function definition is called as called function. Remember, calling function, what is calling function, what is called function. Again, see the example here. What is calling function, what is called function, what is function declaration or function prototype. Once see the presentation again, you will understand. This is very important topic. Functions is very important topic. Listen carefully. Okay, calling function, called function. Now parameter, already I have discussed what is parameter. What is parameter? Parameter is nothing but information passed to a function. For a function, you will pass some parameters, right? Parameters are nothing but, see here. See here in calling function. See here in calling function. See, infrequently I will use calling function and called function. Don't get confused. Remember what is calling function, what is called function. Okay. See, in the calling function, I have passed two variables. See here, in calling function, I have passed two variables. Remember, in function call, you have to pass variables. No need to declare like int space a comma int space b. No need to declare like that. Simply pass variables. Here a is one parameter, b is another parameter or arguments. It is also called as arguments. So this function contains two parameters or two arguments, nothing but a and b. Here, see here in called function, here you are passing two parameters, right? So what are the data types of these parameters? Integers. So int space variable name. Here you can specify a, b or xy, your wish. In function definition, you can use any variable name. Remember, simply values will be copied. A value will be copied to x, b value will be copied to y. You can use any variable name inside called function. So this is called parameter. Parameter is nothing but information which is passed to a function. See, in called function, what are the parameters? X and y. See here in calling function, what are the parameters? A and b. Remember, the number of parameters in function declaration must match. See, if you in function declaration first statement, if you specified only one int, compiler will generate error because the number of parameters must match in calling function and called function also. And also remember, function name must be matched in calling function and called function also. Again, see calling function and called function, because I will frequently use these technical terms. You have to remember what is called calling function and what is called function. See here, example. See the example. What are parameters? Okay. Once again, see the example. You will understand what is meant by parameter. Now, parameter types. You have to remember these technical terms: actual parameters, formal parameters. Please remember what is meant by calling function and called function. I will frequently use these technical terms. Again, I won't discuss the definitions of calling function and what is called function again and again. See once again, what is calling function, what is called function. Now let us see. There are two types of parameters: actual parameters, formal parameters. Let us see what is meant by actual parameters and what is meant by formal parameters. See here. In calling function, see here, in calling function, A and B are called actual parameters. I won't explain what is calling function and what is called function. See here, in calling function, A and B are called actual parameters. The parameters inside calling function are called actual parameters. Next, see here in function definition or called function. The parameters inside function definition or the parameters inside called function are called formal parameters. Here x and y are called formal parameters. Here A and B are called actual parameters. Again, I am repeating, the parameters inside calling function are called actual parameters and the parameters inside called function are called formal parameters. Here A and B are called actual parameters, X and Y are called formal parameters. I hope you have understood this. Remember these technical terms. Always I will repeat: calling function, called function, actual parameters, formal parameters. These technical terms I will repeat again and again because I will use all these terms in next topics. So remember what is calling function, what is called function, what is actual parameters, what is formal parameters. Again, see here. See here, what is calling function? See here, what is called function? The parameters inside calling function, here A and B are called actual parameters. The parameters in called function, X and Y, are called formal parameters. Okay. Next, return statement. See, return statement is used to return a value from called function to a calling function. You will use this return statement in called function only. Called function is nothing but function definition. You will use a return statement in called function only. This return statement is used to return a value. See the syntax: return, keyword is return space value, semicolon. See the example. You can use value, return space value, or you can use some expression also in this way: return space A plus B. You can use this any type. If you want to use expression, then specify expression in parentheses, return space inside parentheses A plus B. If you want to return a value, simply specify return space 10 value. See here, return statement will return the value to the calling function. Here addition int x comma int y is called function. So return statement will return a value from called function to the calling function. Here calling function is addition of a comma b inside main. Remember, calling function will be present inside main, called function will present after main. Okay. This is the end of the session. This is the end of the session. In next class, I will discuss interfunction communication in C. Thank you so much. Sir? Sir?
Madam, చెప్పండి.
Sir, completed, sir.
Okay, madam. Okay.